Okay, so you have the safety, who's a Pro Bowler one time, a Super Bowl champion, Earl Thomas for the Seattle Seahawks, and now he plays for the Baltimore Ravens. He's been caught up in some affair right now. Well, this actually happened back in April 3rd, and this was early in the quarantine due to this whole COVID situation. People are forced to stay in their homes with their spouse, and it's been a huge trend of people just having bad relationships. I mean, they just like now they don't have any outlets. They can't really take a drive anywhere. It's travel bans in certain areas. People can't go to bars, nightclubs, or because people sometimes are used to just seeing their spouse 2 or 3 hours of the day, maybe working, going overtime. People filing for unemployment. It's a really stressful time emotionally for a lot of individuals. And so when they get into these committed relationships with people, they starting to realize, dang, they always at home. They're not used to that. Now they forcefully have to talk to each other, communicate with one another, and have these establish these different connections. Schools are closed down. So it's just a lot of things, that causing people to be kind of unproductive, and they may be getting tired of each other. And for same with this case, he's married to her, I believe, like 10 years. I think they had like a couple children, maybe 2 or 3 kids, and he got an Airbnb. He went out. His wife was getting speculated, so she logged onto his Snapchat, and he got caught up on Snapchat. That's crazy. Not Instagram, not on Facebook, just Snapchat. Man, so she was able to track down the location, and she took upon herself to call up a few other women to go into where he was at in the on set Airbnb, confronted him, and he was laying in bed with another woman. Now they were both wrong in the situation here. When you marry, you're not supposed to commit adultery in that situation. You don't want to put yourself in that situation. And for whatever reason, she was wrong for actually, this is sort of premeditated because you take upon yourself to get two individuals to do some bodily harm to him, and you took his 9 millimeter Beretta, deadly weapon, right? It's just meant to kill. And she took the mag out, pointed at him, had the intent to shoot him, but when she failed to realize it was around in the chamber. And so, luckily, a defensive end tackled her down, wrestled her down, and they called the police. And she was charged for aggravated assault. And of course, Earl Thomas, he shouldn't get arrested for it. It was wrong what he did, but he didn't get arrested for it. Um, and I don't think I think they are really not talking that much. Maybe just communicating for the children. He might be filing for a divorce. They may be separated in this particular moment. But it's just a crazy situation because he could have been another victim of a lot of individuals. Even like Steve McNair got caught up doing that, cheating on his wife, and some woman just shot him in the back of his head. It's really ridiculous. He was very fortunate in that situation, man. He only got about a couple years left. I believe he was like 30 some years old. They got a couple more, 2 or 3 years left in the tank to go in here and provide and perform in the NFL, man. But you don't want to put yourself in situations like that, fellas, man. I mean, if it causing you to cheat, you just got to separate, man. I know it's sad. He probably didn't really expect his wife to go in here and track him down, but you got to think about all that stuff, man. What is your whole purpose of getting into a committed relationship with this individual? Like, will you build with this person through, the worst times of the year? When your money dries or when she gets mad or angry, do you have any other mechanisms that you can use or coping skills that you would do it not only that will hurt her, but that will help and uplift you, and so you can go back and establish and build your whole family foundation, man. And we don't know how, it seems like she's maybe has some crazy issues and crazy mental issues or whatever, man. I mean, she took it to a little bit more extreme. We would have saw, husband doing that, just go ahead, file a divorce, and just fight that in court. But, just taking upon yourself, man, it's amazing what people do at the sign of, being angry. Take the 9 millimeter Beretta, that was just really crazy because you really could have killed him. And now what? Now look at you because you did that because you were really angry and upset. Now you threw your life away, and he's gone. You gotta think about that, man. What type of legacy you want to leave behind. You got people who glorify destruction and violence on this earth. That's just people, but same thing too. We all have another life to live after this. Either you're going to go to heaven, some people believe you're going to hell. Some people think you're going to reincarnate, and then you have to go back to those set, decisions that you have done in this world. But it was just a really interesting story here. He's very fortunate that he's still alive. So Earl Thomas, he has a TMZ interview about this. But that's pretty much my whole take on that, man. Don't put yourself in situations like this. I know relationships are hard. It's crazy, but you gotta. I mean, just have an initial motive why you got into it, man. Building a business and a family foundation. That's the whole purpose of marriage and commitment, really. is so you can carry something to your children in the next generation. It's really nothing about just can you provide this Hollywood lifestyle for your spouse for the rest of your life. No, that has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with just creating something that will be last long, that your children or kids that you adopt can go ahead and move forward and carry your name while you're on this earth. That's all that is, man. And so they can have another life. It's just being set in stone. The guy has created man to work, you know. So he created man first before he created a woman. So we just here to work, and woman's supposed to assist our mission. That's the whole purpose is. So I don't know if he was losing vision to that, but fellas, it's not really a good sight of doing those type of things, man. You don't know what people are capable of doing. But that's all I really have to say. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the new subscribers here. I really appreciate you guys, man. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. Take care. I'm out. Deuces.